Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting GPT demo from Achaibo Clinical. I'm Ayana and I'm thrilled to introduce today's tool, the Clinical Research Site Companion GPT. Whether you're a principal investigator or a study coordinator, this GPT is designed to make your site management smoother, more efficient, and help you tackle common challenges head-on. As clinical research professionals, we know how tough it can be to manage patient recruitment, retention, site workload, and regulatory requirements. This AI-powered tool will guide you through strategies to overcome these hurdles, giving you clear, actionable solutions that can transform how you operate your clinical research site. Now let's dive in and see how the Clinical Research Site Companion GPT can work for you.
Hello everyone, welcome. I am Tengumuna with Achaibo Clinical, and I'm going to demo for you the Clinical Research Site Companion GPT. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to pop on right into the GPT. As you can see here, it's the Clinical Research Site Companion. With these GPTs, I've programmed them in such a way that you can use these pre-filled questions, but today I have some prepared questions for you. And these are our top 5 questions for our Clinical Research Site Companion GPT. For those of you who are going to download the free guide, which will be in the description section of this video, I have also included it for you in PDF format, more polished and refined with some great images on there, and you can practice with that as well. My first question is about patient recruitment and enrollment. And the initial question is, what strategies can I implement to maximize patient recruitment and ensure timely enrollment, especially in a competitive clinical trial landscape? And let me just type at a clinical research site because that will be helpful. This is what you can do as a clinical research site to maximize your patient recruitment and ensure timely enrollment, enhance patient engagement and outreach, broaden your referral networks, use data-driven recruitment techniques, simplify participation, optimize the study design and site operations. And as you can see, it gives you the detailed steps. Of course, you can take each point and ask further. How can I closely collaborate with my sponsors and CROs regarding communication or leveraging the resources that they actually offer? And then that will give you more targeted responses. I will now refine it to a scenario-based situation, which is targeting a specific phase in a clinical trial. What strategies can I use to maximize recruitment and ensure timely enrollment of a phase 3 trial, given that the study is competing with other trials for the same patient population and needs to ensure diversity in enrollment? And let's go ahead and pop it over into our Clinical Research Site Companion. And we wait for a second, and then it's going to start responding for us. These are the answers: targeted patient recruitment campaigns, establish strong relationships with healthcare providers, utilize patient advocacy groups and support networks, enhance patient engagement with digital tools, streamline and simplify the enrollment process, and so forth. One other tip that I want to mention here is that if you start the prompt with the type of clinical research site that you are, it will automatically adapt the responses to your initial description. If I say I am a small clinical research site based in Johannesburg in South Africa, these are some of the challenges that we are facing, and then you input these questions, it's going to actually fine-tune it to the specific situation that you're facing or the challenges that you're facing. That said, it has responded to our second question. And then let's move on to the second one, which is about patient retention and engagement. How can I effectively engage and retain enrolled patients throughout the trial, minimizing dropout rates and ensuring data quality? Let's put that in here. It starts with establish clear, consistent communication. And that means onboarding and orientation, maintain regular contact, accessible coordinators, build strong patient relationships, and it gives you the ways to do that. Maximize the burden of participation, address potential barriers early. In this case, maybe you're a site who has faced some challenges with enrollment, maybe you run out of your patient pool, and you anticipate that you might not be able to meet your enrollment target. So you can actually say, hey, this is the situation I'm facing. How can you help me with that? And then you can brainstorm. A very good way to also work with this clinical research site companion is you can also say, hey, can we brainstorm this idea? What I've learned in my ongoing journey now for the past 2 years with using AI tools, particularly in clinical trials, is that my ideas can only take me so far. And if you're watching this and going, but my site is doing well, there's some areas that you might not be aware of. And then why not have a tool that's going to take you to the responses as quickly as possible? So that's for those who say, oh yeah, our site is already doing well, but this is going to come up with even more incredible strategies for you, because we're living in a world where we need more clinical research sites, particularly diverse clinical research sites. And if you can have a tool that's going to help you to streamline your operations and get the right answers, then absolutely, I think it's fantastic. And then let's refine this question further, which says, what strategies can I implement to engage and retain patients in a long-term trial with frequent visits and complex procedures to minimize dropout rates and ensure high data quality? So let's ask the clinical research site companion and see what it will say. Those are the answers that it provides to you. As mentioned previously, I've added these 5 questions that we're working on to our free guide that is on LinkTree. The next question is question 3, crisis management and contingency planning. What steps should I take to manage unexpected crises during the trial, such as safety concerns, regulatory issues, or operational disruptions? This will be a great risk mitigation tool for sure. So let's see what are the great responses that will pop up. Develop a crisis management plan. That's a good one. Implement real-time safety monitoring, and then the steps are provided for you. Establish clear communication channels. Address safety concerns promptly. It's all in here. Ensure compliance with regulatory requirements, and so forth. Those are the ways that you can mitigate risk. Next thing is, how then do we refine this? What immediate steps should I take to manage a sudden safety concern that has caused patient hesitancy and could lead to delays in a phase 2 trial? Let's see what the response will be here. That's a good question. And we will wait for this other chain to complete. It's done. And let's pop in this next question. Pause enrollment and investigate. Ensure prompt reporting to regulatory authorities. Communicate with patients and address hesitancy. Implement immediate safety measures. All here for you. And then let's move on to our next one, which is regulatory compliance and site oversight. The initial question is, how can I ensure that my site consistently meets regulatory requirements and maintains oversight across all trial activities, including my satellite sites? I put this one in here for those of you who are principal investigators or lead study coordinators who have trials across different sites. And let's see how this can help. It talks about SOPs, and I will get to that at the end for you to explain how you can use this GPT to create robust SOPs for your site. So create a robust oversight framework. Look at that. Assign a site manager for satellite locations, regular oversight meetings, implement a centralized data management and monitoring system, if you can, remote monitoring capabilities, auditable systems, develop strong communication channels between sites, and how you do that. You can take this strong communication piece, which I think is the key to the success of having satellite sites or core PIs, and really break it down and have it come up with a strong communication plan for you. So those are the responses that are populating. I want to move on to the final question, staff management and team coordination. The last question is staff management and team coordination. I added this last question, which is question 5 on staff management and team coordination, because what I observed across the globe is that we talk a lot about patient safety and data integrity in clinical trials, but there are little things like staff turnaround that cause huge problems, backlogs, and that affects data and that affects patient safety. Let's ask, and let me copy the initial question, which is, what best practices for managing and coordinating my research team, ensuring clear communication, role clarity, and effective collaboration? And let's pop it in here. Define clear roles and responsibilities, of course. Implement effective communication channels. Utilize collaborative project management tools. You get the drift here. It's basically telling you what systems you can put in place to manage your staff. While it's doing that, let me go to the next question here. What are the best practices for managing a newly refined research team with members from different institutions to ensure clear communication, role clarity, and effective communication? Let's do this and wait for it to finish populating. And it talks about establishing the clear roles and responsibilities early, establish effective communication channels, and then there's more, create a structured onboarding process. Let's just take a look at the onboarding process. You can actually have it create an onboarding process based on the role of your staff. It's a study coordinator, it's a sub-I, it's a phlebotomist. Whatever role it is, it can actually come up with a great training process for you. But in addition to your site training, based on the protocol that you're being trained on, you can actually ensure that you understand what the requirements of the protocol and how you can best effectively manage that at your clinical research site. That is the last question. And a few things that I want to mention before stopping here. Here are some final takeaways for you. As you can see, this can help you manage your clinical trials at your research site. It's also a program where, as a principal investigator, you're busy, you have a lot going on, and it can help you also manage your clinic schedule, your clinical research schedule. I also programmed it where it helps you with oversight. What kind of meetings do you need to schedule? What stage are you in the clinical trial? It basically takes the clinical trial at your facility from the beginning to the end, and then it can tell you exactly how to manage every single stage. You can also have it create SOPs for you. Here is one additional item that this GPT can help with, which I think is phenomenal, creating SOPs. So I put in a short prompt for it to create a short IP accountability SOP, and this is what it came with. You can refine this and have it enter the information for your site. You can provide general information about the current clinical trial that you're on and how you can best manage it. You can take a look at your current SOPs and have it refine it and make it targeted. I cannot tell you how many times as a global studies manager, I have received documents from sites with questions, and I have to basically look at them and refine them to really make sure that, there are no discrepancies. Note to files as well. It can create that for you. I've been on projects where there are note to files that are clashing. The language from one note to file contradicts the other. So this can be an administrative tool as well at your clinical research site. There you have it. This GPT is an end-to-end manager for clinical trials at your facility. It's programmed for principal investigator roles and study coordinator roles, oversight, and everything in between. If you have questions, go to the description. There are ways that you can contact me. You can go to LinkTree and download a free resource. You can book a call with me, or you can just go directly and sign up for our Ultimate Clinical Research Toolbox, and this GPT will be in there. If you choose to sign up and start using this tool, we will also help you to refine it and make sure that it's actually targeting your site. These GPTs are all private, are specific to the user. What that means is that nobody can know what is being inputted, so automatically it respects privacy laws. But in addition to that, I don't know, the programmer, I don't see anything that anybody using this tool is doing. That's also another layer of privacy. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm Tengu Muna, and our mission here at Achaibo Clinical is to provide AI-powered tools that will cause you to evolve and grow in this new world of clinical trials. And that way you can be a great innovator and your site can be one of those extremely successful sites that just keep getting projects over and over again. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you found this demo of the Clinical Research Site Companion GPT helpful and inspiring. Whether you're looking to optimize patient recruitment or handle regulatory issues with confidence, this tool is here to support you every step of the way. Ready to try it out for yourself? Click the link below to start using this powerful GPT right now, or sign up for one of our clinical site management courses to deepen your expertise. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out or book a strategy call with our Achaibo clinical experts. And be sure to join our growing community on WhatsApp, Telegram, and Facebook for ongoing tips, resources, and support. Before you go, don't forget to download your free clinical research site management guide through our LinkTree, packed with actionable tips to help you excel in your role. Remember, success in clinical trials doesn't happen alone. It's built with the right tools, the right community, and a commitment to continuous improvement. Together, we can advance clinical research and make a lasting impact on healthcare.